morning. My name's Dan Doman, and 3 weeks ago I talked to you about the organ as one of the things we were remembering in the construction of this building that took place 40 years ago. Now we're down to 3 weeks from the celebration, and today I want to talk to you about the foundation of the building. A lot of you probably know something about building, and you know that when you go to build a structure, especially a big one like this, what it sits on is important. Well, what this church sits on is an old slag dump. Okay, there was a coal mine, and the refuse from that coal mine was left on this property. And this property, we have 12 acres up here. You may not know that, but we have 12 acres. And those 12 acres were donated to the church by Sherwood Sparks, the same man that donated, he and his wife donated the organ. Anyhow, the 12 acres included a slag dump. And so the first thing we did before we started building the building was to do core samples, drill down to find out how sturdy the earth was underneath and whether it would support a structure like this. Well, the core samples came back great. So we were happy campers. And so the construction started. And the first wall that was built was the wall that goes that way in the back. Okay. The children's wing, the wall that's toward the parking lot. And that was the first wall to be built. And they started that wall, they built about 2/3 of it, and didn't bring it up too high. And they were done for the day, so they went home. When they came back the next morning, it had sunk about 1.5 feet. Oops. Okay. Serious oops. Turns out that when they did the core samples, they turned out just fine, but in between those core samples, it wasn't so great. So we had to start over and build, something to support the church. Now, if you can kind of imagine the center part of the church right here, and if you go downstairs to Friendship Hall, the center, if you just kind of draw a line kind of diagonally back through that, not totally diagonally, but back through the downstairs, this part of the building is actually built on solid rock. Okay? That part of the building was the slag dump. And they decided how to fix it was to drill cores, drill a hole down to the rock, and then fill it with concrete, and then do that every so many feet. And so this half of the church is supported on pillars of concrete that sit on rock. Okay? So I just wanted you to know, in case anybody asks you, that we can say with great confidence that this church is built on the rock.